hello, and welcome to your April reading. I know the scenery changed again. Oh my goodness, I know. Okay, so y'all can kind of see how a little bit of disarray, just a little bit around the edges, y'all can see how my table is being used currently. There's tools and supplies and all that stuff all over the place. So it's because Mama's been working, okay? Been creating things for you all. Got some new jewelry pieces. More, of course, wire wrapped. I don't know if you can see the rings. We got some rings in here that I've been working on, okay? It has been so many things I've been working on. I launched some of these pieces. Oh, I have a lot more to this. Let's start with that. But I launched some of it already in one of the local stores that I work out of. So far we're doing good. And then we're working on bringing it to the Etsy page, and then eventually creating a landing page for it separately, just the crystal jewelry. But that's just something to keep a heads up for. So if you follow my Etsy shop, or like the Etsy shop, so you can have updates on, when new items are added, when there's sales, so on and so forth. But we're going to get into the reading soon. This is your April energy read, okay? We're going to see what's going on in the month of April for this collective. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. In the description box will be the link to my Etsy page and any other information you might need. And if there's something I don't have listed that you have a question about, feel free to put it in the comment box. Follow me on Instagram, but most of y'all follow me over here from Instagram. But if you're new, hi and welcome. Everything you need will be in the description box. Let's get into it. Oh, the Chariot is trying to pop out here. Okay. Oh, Spirit. Let's get into it. All right. As my cat walks in. How creepy is that? Okay. I know, normally I get straight into it with these readings, but the messages that we have to, I had to do a little special prayer because, am I holding the deck upside down? I might be. Hi, Scarlett. I don't think I was holding the deck upside down. One more card. Do we want to take these in reverse? Let's try it again. Y'all, this deck usually talks really fast. But I had to set the intention, set the energy for it before I do that. So my apologies. Normally my videos start, the reading starts as soon as the video starts. Alright, so we are using the Tattoo Tarot deck today, for those of you who would like to know. So this is a general reading for April, the month of April. And what are we looking forward to? Let's see. Like I told you, I got tools and supplies everywhere. Let's see. Can we adjust that just a little bit more? All right. So if you're new to how I read, I'm going to explain things as we go, so don't worry. So usually when I get cards that pop up first and then some that face down, when they land out, is because I'm supposed to read these first and then reveal these. So let's get into the reading. So far for the month of April, we have Knight of Wands and the Magician. So that means, honey, right out the bat, okay? It's gonna be some high energy stuff. What I'm getting, because I'm getting a download right now, what I'm getting is that whatever you put your mind to is going to come into fruition. It's going to go instantly into creation. So if I'm thinking about, for instance, if I'm thinking about a new jewelry piece to make, it's not gonna take long for the tools and supplies to come into it. So say I have this crystal here. Apply this to however this makes sense to you in your life, okay? So I have this crystal here. It's a clear quartz. All right, and say I'm like, okay, I want to do something with this crystal. I want to wire wrap it, right? As soon as I say I have this vision of what this crystal looks wire wrapped, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna see a tutorial pop up on my feed on YouTube. I'm going to go to the store and it's going to be a sale on wire. Stuff like that. That's what I mean by it's going to come Things are gonna be put into motion. As soon as you like, this is what I want. I'm gathering the tools that I need, or figuring out what the tools that I might need are, so that I can do this. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But it's Night of Wands energy. It's coming in hot. It's coming in fast. It's like stuff being brought to you, or you going to do things, okay? But I'm getting it as more of the night as more of a messenger, as in like a carrier pigeon, or like, you know, like the UPS truck, Amazon Prime, whatever it is. It's like, my wish is, you know, your command. It's a universe thing. Your wish is my command. Let's make it happen, okay? And for some people, it's probably more likely going to be the other way around. It's like, if I go out, seek out to do something, then it becomes created. Does that make sense? Okay. Like I said, I put my mind to it. I create it in my mind, and then it comes to fruition. All right, so it's going to be a lot of action in April. It's Aries season. Aries going into Taurus season in the month of April. It's going to be a lot of action. We're going to do like a mid-month reading when it transitions from Aries to Taurus, so we can shift that energy and see what's changing. But as of right now, we are currently in Aries season. Pisces season has ended. Mercury is now in Aries. You know, watch your mouth, okay? Very much watch your mouth. Be careful what you say before you say it. Think it through. Think of how it's going to be received. And are you prepared for any any following consequences, okay? Because that matters. So, forgive me if I'm talking a lot with my hands. So, let's see. What are the two cards in the middle? Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords and the Star here. It's interesting because we have like literal wish fulfillment cards here. Like, I'm creating it, I'm thinking it, I'm gathering the tools, I'm making this shit happen, while I'm keeping my focus on the goal, I'm keeping my focus on, you know, I'm manifesting, I'm creating, I'm journaling, I'm doing my spell work, I'm doing prayer and meditation, whatever your practice is. Like, I'm doing what it takes to get what I want. But the thing is, you can't get stuck there. Okay? You can't get stuck in that. And the reason why I came out with the star here is that, okay, let me break it down this way. So the Eight of Swords, a lot of people see this card and it's immediately like, okay, you're bound by some, you know, you're trapped in your mind. Like this, you're feeling that you're trapped and it's in your head. It's something you can get out of. It's a mental trap. You know, you caught in a cycle. You have the tools to get out of it, but you have to want to. You have to change your perspective, right? It being coupled with the Star card and with the current energy of messages that I'm getting for this month of April for the collective, whoever's going to see this. For some of you, you might need to get stuck in this manifestation cycle, as in like, I have this goal, I have this dream, nothing can remove me from this focus, nothing can remove me from this drive, I can't see anything outside of the goal. Some of y'all need to be like that. Others might need to take that energy and slow down a bit. It's like, okay, you can't get tunnel vision. You can't get hyper focused or fixated on this goal. Make room for other things. Make room for other avenues. For instance, if you're manifesting this car that you want, you can't get stuck on one method of getting this car, like getting stuck on going to this one dealership, this one brand of car, this one, you know, like, oh, I have to get a loan, I have to do it this way. It can't get hyper fixated like on, if it doesn't happen this way, it can't happen, because things happen in multiple strange, mysterious, what the fuck style ways, okay? Like, it happens. Okay, the universe is very creative. God is very creative. God knows everything. The universe has everything at its disposal to make the shit happen. Okay? So there's multiple ways, things that you in your human mind can't even fathom of how it makes sense to get to you. So you can't get stuck in it has to happen one way. It has to happen this way. It has to follow this sequence of events. And it doesn't matter how logically sound your get that out the way. Doesn't matter how logically sound your method of getting this thing to you is, you can't get fixated on it. You can't get stuck there because you're going to miss your blessing. You're going to miss your opening. You're going to miss your opportunity. Also, there's a message of not getting focused on just doing one thing for money. Multiple lucrative streams of money should be everybody's focus right now. Especially if you follow me, if you have anything to do with me. Multiple streams of finances and money is your thing. Okay? That's what you need to be focused on. So yes, it's not necessarily the money that you focus on that you're manifesting. It's the thing or the lifestyle that you want to use that money to get. So allow yourself to have multiple ways. Help spirit help you. You want to have a certain type of income to live a certain lifestyle. Have multiple ways of getting that. Do side businesses. Help people out with certain things. Turn your passion project into a how-to. Start a YouTube channel. Start an Etsy page. Engage more with your Instagram and Facebook people. Talk to people. Get ideas. Start helping people with their projects, even if you don't have anything that you want to do. So I don't read cards, or I don't make things, or I don't want to, write, or I don't want to do that. Start helping people who do want to do those things. Because guess what happens? You help them build their brand, they start paying you because you work with them. Now you having 6 different people that you're helping their projects and their hobbies with. And there's 6 different streams of income on top of whatever job or whatever focus that you have. Stop thinking that it has to be one way and only make sense in one direction, okay? It's a very general collective message, okay? So that's the career and finance. I think that really covers career and finance for the month of April for this Aries energy. Let's see. What's looking like for love? I don't really use this deck for love. Oh, it's an outpouring of love though. Love for the month of April for this collective. Love for the month of April for this collective. Let's see what this deck says. I don't know. I usually do use a different tarot deck. Oh, all right. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot in reverse. And it's so terrible, but the first thing I heard was love is not coming. But do not be discouraged. We're going to get into it. It's not coming in the way you... Okay, redirect. That's what it is. Redirect. Refocus the channel in which you are sending and receiving love. Okay? We'll get into it. Because, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna just do the channel part of it first and then we'll get into the cards. So we always hear, love yourself first. Love yourself before you can love somebody else. Love yourself so you know what it feels like. So you know how you like to be loved. It's like the same thing with pleasuring yourself. Is like your body, your spots. So that you can, that's how you know that you're receiving the pleasure that you want. That's how you know you're receiving the love that you want. That's how you know that, how you begin the journey in being able to communicate what it is that you actually need. Is to know what those needs are, how to identify them, and to know when they're depleted or when they're getting low. Just like, for example, when your energy is getting low, when you start yawning, when your eyes get heavy, when your body starts getting tense, start getting sluggish. It's like, I need the rest. And or you're probably dehydrated. But that's another story. So, redirect, change the channel, the flow of energy. Alter it, okay? If you're pouring and giving too much into other people, say some of that and give it back to yourself. If you're receiving too much, turn around and do stuff for other people. It's not always about what you can get from a certain situation or certain people, but it's also about what you can give and put out there. And if you're a giver, you're always giving, stay giving, give. You're always like being supportive and being there for other people. You need to do that for yourself. And like I said, this is the message we always hear it. This is something I have to keep repeating, and even repeating to myself, that it's important to give to yourself as well as you give. As much as you give to other people, and vice versa. As much as you receive from other people, you gotta give. Because the thing is, the more you give, and from the spirit, and it depends on the spirit in which you're giving, the more you give, the more you receive. And it's simple as that. It literally is what goes around comes around. What you give out, you get out. What you put in, you get out. The input is the output. It's so simple, but it's so complicated and so complex for people to understand that. What you put into the situation, what you invest into it, you get out. Now, if you're investing and putting it into a project or a person, situation, place, thing, whatever type of noun, that you're putting in this energy and you're not getting that energy back, that's when you need to reevaluate where you are and why you're there. Now, sometimes it takes time. It's not going to be instant gratification. And sometimes it's you're going to get it in other ways. And you're not going to get it necessarily in the way that you're giving it, but you're going to get it back in an equal or greater fashion. Okay? So if you want people to just give and and you're like, I haven't really seen anything back, alter your perception. Make sure you're not looking at it in the way of, are you getting the exact same thing back, or are you still getting it back in other ways? And also, if you're giving, and all this person is doing is receiving and saying thank you and walk away, and that ain't what you signed up for, you need to say, we need to reevaluate this connection. Otherwise, I need to go somewhere else. Or run me my money back, whatever the case is. Let's look at these cards that decided to face down. Oh, justice. Some of y'all are receiving justice. That's another message. Okay, so I said this in last month's reading. I've said this several other things. Okay, it's karma collection time. Okay, it really is. It really is. It's karma collection time. All right, baby girl is coming to collect, and she's redistributing funds. Okay, so if you've been taking, haven't really been giving, you either gonna have to do this, give intentionally. You're gonna be put into positions to where you're giving, or put in the positions to where things are being taken from you if you're one of those people that don't want to give. Like, okay, all you've been doing is taking, we're gonna take some shit from you. It's justice, man. We gotta balance the scales out here. There's too much light, let's bring some darkness in. Let's balance it out. Too much darkness, let's bring some light in. Let's balance this out. You've been giving. Okay, it's time for you to receive. You see what I'm saying? It's that time right now. I keep saying that. It's like nature's restoring balance. The universe is restoring balance. Karma is being collected and redistributed, okay? And we had the Three of Swords in reverse. I know it's supposed to be a love reading, but that was general as well. So, the love portion of the reading. So then we have, okay, Three of Swords in reverse and the Emperor here. Some of y'all are coming out of this heartbreak. Okay? This lack, this losing, this betrayal. Some of y'all are refusing to see it. But let's talk about the people that's coming out of heartbreak right now. And I just realized that my love cards are downstairs. I don't want to have to pause and restitch this video, but I might have to. Let's see what we can work with. We'll see what we can work with. We'll work something out. But some of y'all are coming out of being hurt. And the sooner, as in like you're doing the healing work, you're learning your lessons, you are, you know, even if that means cocooning, you know, loving on yourself, crying it out, working it out, whatever it is, going to therapy, going to seek spiritual guidance and consultation, whatever that looks like for you. If you're one of those people, if you're a part of that group, then you are being rewarded. A lot of y'all are going to be seeing that when you come out of these toxic situations and you pull these swords out of your heart and you start healing yourself, that's when somebody comes in. I'm getting father figure energy, so that might be single dads coming in for some of y'all. I know this is not the energy I want to be giving love reading. I might have to do an extended love reading portion separately because I'm getting more like healing. healing. This is how to heal yourself. This is what you're coming out of. This is what you need to walk into. And I'm trying to focus on love, and they just telling me, look, justice is about to be served, okay? So if you've been giving too much in your relationship, either the table's about to turn to where they have to give to you, or you're finally waking up to say, I'm finna walk out of this, okay? If you're coming out of this cocoon phase that you've been, you know, healing, for one, don't get stuck in here. Don't get stuck in isolation. Don't get stuck in the self-healing or like the self-cleaning function. You know, like the ovens have self-cleaning function. Don't get stuck in the self-healing functions to where you miss your blessings and miss opportunities to love again, or you get to the point where you don't want to let people in. Be careful of that, okay? But some of y'all, there's this Emperor coming in, and this is Aries energy. The Emperor card does represent Aries. Okay? This is Aries energy. Some of y'all about to walk. There's somebody waiting here, like yo. Well, this male or female, but somebody's like, there's somebody here. Either this is this is who you're becoming. This is who you're becoming, or this is who's waiting for you on the other end. This is who's waiting on you on the other side, regardless. Whether it's you becoming the emperor, or whether it's an emperor figure waiting for you to come out of this cocoon of healing, waiting for you to heal and get these swords out of you. Okay? Now, if you're the one who's refusing to see that you have some heart wounds and you trying to move on too fast, Spirit is stopping you. It's like, chill out. That's why there's a gap here. And then we move this over to the side. Because if you don't want to work on yourself and heal yourself and be able to face those wounds and those problems, those things, those situations, those pains, whatever that got you, your decisions, their decisions, etc., whatever got you in this position in the first place, if you're not willing to face that and heal it and do the shadow work, do the hard work, do the therapy work, whatever that looks like for you, if you're not willing to do it, you're not going to get to the next step. You can't skip that. You can't come out of one unhealed situation and go into another situation, because you're going to mess up something that you've asked for, something that you prayed for, something that you manifested. You got to do your work while you're waiting on your manifestation, whether it's a relationship or a person, whether it's a job or an item, whatever it is. You got to do the work on your end too. Let's see. So for those of you that were like, what does that mean by the love isn't coming? The love isn't coming until you do the work. It's going to come when it's time, and you have to be ready. And if you're not ready, you're not going to get it. Plain and simple. If you're not ready, you're not going to get it. Any other messages for the collective for the month of April? Energetically, here, Spirit, please. Thank you. One more card, please. Bottom of the deck is Queen of Wands. It's that fire energy. It's that fire energy. Aries is the cardinal. It's the start of the new year. It is the start of the fire signs. It's the start of the zodiac. Okay? It's new beginnings. It's spring, baby. Let's go. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. For whom this may concern, you're going to have to be able to... Okay. You're going to have to be in tune with your emotions and your intuition, with your body, with yourself, with your higher self, in order to achieve the goals that you want. That is becoming the person you want to become, and it is having the things that you want to have. Isn't that funny? So, like, we have cups here, right? Cups are dealing with emotions, intuitions, your psychic abilities, whatever. Feelings. Pentacles, on the other hand, deal with more physical things. You know, like money, home life, earth, pets, family in that sense. This together, it's interesting because it's like, in order to obtain this physical wealth, you're gonna have to get in tune with your spiritual self. That's a whole message. It's a whole message right there. Like, excuse me, while I go to TikTok to release this message. In order to achieve the physical wealth, you're gonna have to achieve spiritual health. Ain't that something? And okay, I'm gonna put this message out there that I'm gonna end this video, and I'll come back with a romance video that's just looking at love and any other things that's coming up for the month of April. But how do I want to put this? Like, it's okay. So it's interesting that this quote I keep hearing, because sometimes you hear things, you see it, but it takes a minute to really register and sink in. As above, so below. As within, so without. That's the same thing as what you put in is what you get out. But when it comes to spirituality, because most people that find me, that follow me, that engage with me are already on their spiritual path or starting their spiritual path. They're spiritual beings, etc. You have to see it to create it. You have to be it to become it. You have to... It's like, okay, so in the spiritual realm, it happens in spirit before it happens in the physical. So if you become this person spiritually, as in like I'm spiritually working on myself, connecting with my higher self, connecting with my guides, getting into my body, my physical body, my spiritual body. When I say spiritual body, I mean like your chakras, your energies. What are you feeling? How are these energies moving around in your body? What does it feel like? Okay, what is this shoulder pain really telling me about what's going on inside of me? How do I fix that? How do I identify? Being in tune with yourself, also being in tune with your emotions, because this is more of cups here. Being in tune, like, how do I feel about these things? What does that mean when I instantly get mad when somebody says a certain thing to me? Like, for instance, if I get mad every time somebody want to call me short, it's not because I'm mad at the fact that I'm short and that you're pointing out. I'm mad at the fact that you feel a need to call it out when it's stating obvious, because now I feel like you're trying to find some reason to belittle me and make yourself seem better than I actually am. I'm irritated by that because it's disrespectful. That's my breakdown of why I get annoyed if somebody calls me short. You're stating the obvious. What's the reason? Like, what's the point? I'm aware of that. I'm comfortable in my height. Are you not? Am I making you uncomfortable by being 5'3"? You know, but that's how I turn it over to them. But I'm comfortable. I've gotten in tune with myself to know this is what is happening. I'm not mad that you're saying I'm short. I'm upset at the fact that you feel the need to say it because you're having some superiority complex because you're taller than me. Now I feel like you trying to be disrespectful and that's an issue. You know, that's just an example. You may not resonate with that at all. I don't know. but it's being in connection, in tune with yourself, elevating yourself, doing the healing that you need to do, facing those dark shadows, those dark parts, the hard parts, the scary parts, the not as fun parts of you, as well as the fun, happy, elated memories and all that things like that. The sun keeps going up and down, but behind and in front of the clouds, so it's like it is darker and lighter in here, but it's okay because we're almost at the end anyway. As above, so below. So you gotta see it, you gotta be it to become it, to bring it into fruition. So the message is literally becoming the psychic queen here. You don't have to be psychic, but like spiritually in tune, emotionally in tune with yourself, your higher self, with God, the universe, however you align yourself to create the wealth that you want, to create the life that you want. And you have to be in tune with yourself. You have to be in alignment to get what you want. Maybe that's how I should say it. You need to be in alignment to create, to manifest, to make this come into fruition, okay? You see, it didn't jump from like Queen of Cups to like, 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. No, it went straight to 10 of Pentacles. Like, no, you can have it all, but you gotta get in alignment. That's like when I was saying earlier in the reading of being open to different methods or avenues of achieving what it is that you want. You can have it. You have to know that you can have it. You have to believe that you can have it. You can have to see yourself having it. Getting in alignment with and in tune with yourself, your higher self, with God, the universe, whatever that requires, the frequency of that thing or that image, that energy that you want to be a part of. You got to get in that frequency. Practice being in it and staying in it. And then operating out of that to make this happen. You can have it. You just got to do it. You can have it. You just got to do it. Be in tune. Get aligned. Meditate. Pray. Get readings done. Whatever that looks like for you, but get in alignment. You can have it. You're creating it. Get in alignment so you can become it. Okay? Hopefully this resonates with you. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the link will be down below to my Etsy shop. There's also consultations there. So if you like dream interpretation, you're on your spiritual path, and you're having questions about what you should do next, and it's not necessarily a reading, you want to have more of a conversation, that's what a consultation is. The reading is going to look just a lot like this. You ask questions, I go over your questions and answer them via cards and other methods. And of course there are items there. I have spell candles, handcrafted jewelry, X, Y, and Z. There's so many different things for you to check out. If this has resonated, comment down below. Share it with somebody you think it might resonate with them. If it doesn't resonate with you, check my Instagram out, check my TikTok out. There's gonna be another video coming up shortly after this one, maybe in a few days, going more in detail into the love aspect of the month of April for those of you who are interested. And I will see you next time.